Hey everybody, this is Mike with Birdman Gaming, and this is your reminder. Let's go ahead and start getting hydrated. So, we're going to go real quick, go through another one of my commander decks. It is the start of Thanksgiving season. We've got pre-release next week, which is Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I've got hopefully a bunch of other stuff coming down the pipeline for content for you guys. So, all that being said, let's get into the deck today. Today is a day for some azusa. So let's go ahead and slide the deck over this way and put azusa right there. Right there. Let's go ahead and get into our creatures. We've got Wayward Swordtooth, Nylea, Kozilek, Toski, Ulamog, Ramunap Excavator, Worldbreaker, Prowling Serpapod, Void Winnower, Dryad of Elysian Groves, Seedborn, Ulvenwald Hydra, Ulamog, Oracle, Tireless Tracker, Elvish Reclaimer, Vizier of the Menagerie, Emrakul, Vigor, Scavenging Ooze, Ewit, Selvala, Woodfall Primus, Dosen, Yiva, Vorinclex, and Solemn Simulacrum. Very good blend of different types of creatures for this style of deck. You're in a ramp style deck, so you're wanting all your card draw, your ramp, and early game creatures that'll get you bigger creatures later. You got Worldly Tutor, Summoning Trap, Heroic Intervention, Crop Rotation, Momentous Fall, K-Grip, and Beast Within for your instants. Sorceries are Pilgrimage, Tooth and Nail, Skyshroud Claim, Harmonize, Cultivate, Explore, Traverse, Genesis Wave, Recollect, Rishkar's Expertise, Sylvan Scrying, Seek the Horizon Regrowth, and Green Sun Zenith. That's our sorceries. Artifacts and enchantments. Sol Ring, Top, Lotus, Nyx Lotus that is, Lifecrafter's Bestiary, Crucible, and Horn of Greed. For our artifacts, our enchantments start off with Greater Good, Zendikar Resurgent, Exploration, Primeval's Bounty, and Lurking Predators. Then we have our Planeswalkers and non-basics. We have Nissa, Vital Force, and Garruk, Primal Hunter for our Planeswalkers. Reliquary Tower, Strip Mine, Temple of the False Gods, Maze of Ith, Eye of Ugin, and Homeward Path for our non-basics. Now, if you know me personally, or you've seen this content in the past with my decks and being uniform on my basic lands, you'll know that I love uniformity when it comes to my basic lands. So this is 32 unstable forests. They are all the same art, all the same set. So, as I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this deck yet. I've thought about selling it or trading it for stuff for other projects. TCG Mid right now has this at about $750. So I have another deck I'm working on right now, which is Jodo the Unifier. I am currently, I think, 89 cards of 100, so I'm roughly 11 cards shy of having the deck complete. I could always use dual lands, stuff like that. It's just, I haven't really made any alterations to this deck. I got it when I first started getting my Social Security disability. Before that, I had sold the majority of my stuff. If you're a long-time watcher of the channel, you'll know that in 2019, Bird Mom got real bad sick. She had gotten hidradenitis suppurativa, and I wasn't getting my Social Security disability at the time. So, in order to keep us afloat, I sold basically all my cards to keep us going. I had some friends help. I helped them, they helped us, and everything else. But the initial going was selling the majority of my stuff. That's it, dual lands, that's everything else. And that fall, one of my friends said he had loaned me this deck, and when I started getting my Social Security disability, I could go ahead and buy it along with the rest of his collection. He quoted me a price, which I agreed to. So, flash forward, 2020, I got approved for Social Security disability, started receiving benefits, got my first back pay, and I was like, hey, instead of me making payments, come by the house, I'll go ahead and pay the entire amount. So he did. I gave him everything that we had agreed upon. And I got the entire collection. Here we are 3 years later. 2023 now. I don't really play the deck. I like it. It's a fun deck. I just haven't played it in a long time. Again, I'm one of these people. I start projects, I'll build another deck, I currently have 4 complete decks, 1 almost complete. I've got cards all over this desk. We've got pre-release next week, so I'll have more cards. I'm contemplating if I'm going to get a box to open here for the channel. I haven't decided yet. So, that's what's going on right now. We should be getting our comic book mystery box that I ordered. And we should be getting our graded books here in the next couple of weeks. So look forward to content of me opening those. The comic book mystery box prizes. There are 2 big super grand prizes that are actually holy grails for me personally. It's either a 6.0 or a 5.5 Incredible Hulk 181, first appearance of Wolverine from 1972, signed by the man himself, Stan Lee. Both of those books are extremely valuable. And not a lot of you will know because I don't talk about my early comic book days. But back in the 90s, when I first initially was collecting comic books, long before I started playing Magic, I was mainly a Marvel fanboy. Not a lot's changed, which I'm super excited for the Magic Marvel crossover in a couple of years. But the character that really stood out to me was a little Canadian guy, about 5'2", real stocky build, smokes cigars, by the name of Wolverine. So I started collecting Wolverine books, and I would buy every back issue I could get a hold of. And at that point, we were just getting ready to start the Fatal Attraction series, so I started collecting in the early to mid 70s. 75 was the Fatal Attraction book, which I remember clearly having in my collection along with all 6 of the Fatal Attraction books. But by the end of that collection, by the time I had finished collecting and had something that made me get rid of what collection I had with me, my cousins burnt my house down and I lost a chunk of the collection. I just had a small little bit with me of about 70 or 80 books, and I just liquidated everything. I had every issue from Wolverine 50 to 112, I think it was. I had the first book I ever had signed by Stan Lee, which was a Ravage 2099 issue number 1, signed by him. I bought that in California. I had Astro City number 1, 2 copies of it, both signed by Brent Anderson. Again, bought in California, actually signed by Brent Anderson in front of me in California. But after losing the house and selling the books, I didn't touch comics again for 20 plus years. And now I've got a decent little collection that's only about 2.5, 3 years old. And I'm still working on making it better. So, no matter what gets you down, remember, there are people who can help you move forward. I know it's a long way around getting to me saying that, but life does keep going. There are people who care about you. I may not personally know you, but I care about you. So, with all that being said, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share these videos out. And if you've made it this far, remember, as always, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys next week at the pre-release.